are angry. It's okay.
I'm not angry. Except when you keep repeating, you're angry. And that shit's fucking annoying. Like a fucking gnat at a barbecue. Just bugging the fuck out of me.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And boom, episode 29. I did the research. Now I know what episode we're on. And I'm going to just keep it cool today, right? I'm keep it real cool because right now I'm a little nervous. I'm doing this right now. No, I'm not nervous. I'm on this podcast, on camera, or none of that. You know what I'm nervous is right now I'm smelling like somebody's burning something upstairs. And then when I last left upstairs, it was my daughter making French toast. So I just hope the fucking house isn't like French roasted. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad joke, but it was. I'm really nervous right now, so I'm hoping she has that handled. So if this whole podcast, if you see me worried, it's because I don't want my goddamn house burning down for someone making French toast. Anyways, yeah, I'm just keeping it calm today. Keeping it calm. It's Sunday. I'm looking rough on the YouTube right now. Normally I do my grooming before I get on here, especially now that the camera's all in my face, sitting secure. So, I had to, do my grooming. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not ready to do that yet because I wanted to work out and I want to do things before I do all that. So if I'm looking rough, hey, it is what it is. I don't even got my trusty uniform on. I got my tank top on. So, it's just going to keep it like this. Shit. Next time. I just had to be consistent. I just wanted to jump on here. I didn't want to get ready, put on the shirt, get dressed, and then jump on here. I just wanted to do it. So, but yeah. What I was actually doing, which what makes me bring up my first topic, is I was listening to Drake's new album. I think it's Honestly Nevermind. Before I even knew he had an album, because all these rappers is just dropping albums, or they just drop albums and nobody knows about it. But so when I found out, all I heard was like, oh, it's bad, it's elevator music, it's this, it's like something you play at Forever 21. And I'm like, in my head, when I read that comment, I'm like, shit, sometimes I be in Forever 21, that music be bumping. So I was like, let me listen to this, And I have to say, I love it. I like a lot of songs on that album, and it's one album that I could go through, all the way down and not skip as many. So I like it. But, I can already hear my guy friends. I don't even ask guy friends anymore their opinions on albums. Seriously, I don't. This is probably why I talk to more girls when I'm talking about music. I normally talk to more women when I'm talking about music. Because guys, if it ain't fucking hardcore rap, they're not feeling it. And I was just like, okay. I mean, there's a time and place for that. I like hardcore rap too, but I normally listen to that. There's moods, But in general, if I had to pick a song, music types that I like, in general, it's stuff that makes you want to dance because you want to be in a good, uplifting mood. But if I'm angry or something, if I want to, lift weights, then, I put on the hardcore rap and all that shit. So it's for me, it's a time and place. But, yeah, in general, I like music that makes you want to, bop your head, dance, gives you energy. I like that shit. So that's what that album is, right? So if you're expecting him to say some hardcore shit, this ain't it for you, But yeah, just normally when I talk to guys, I guess it ain't Kendrick Lamar or some shit. They don't want to give an album a chance or something. I don't even ask guys anymore. I don't give a shit. Because I already know their response. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that album's soft," and I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, what are you trying to listen to right now? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to hear? But and there's some of these hardcore rap songs that I could get on, and I could probably shit on them, but I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, I'm really liking the music. I actually had it on repeat a lot, and there was actually a song that I'm also putting on repeat, that I think it came out. Oh, let me actually look. But I want to say it came out a long time ago. But see what Apple does, it has like, I guess like the best of an artist. So it's like the best of Drake. It says Drake Essentials, right? So like I just clicked that and I saved it to see like a combination of his stuff. And there's a song on there called "Stars Align" with Drake. It's not even his song; he's featured in it. But damn, I'm gonna butcher this guy's name, Majid Jordan. Anyway, featuring Drake, "Stars Align." Never heard that song. Don't know when it came out. I don't want to hit it right now because then it's gonna play it, and then YouTube is gonna have to mute my whole goddamn video instead of just muting that part. They're gonna mute my whole video. So, um, I think it came out a while ago because I remember I looked at it. I was like, when did this come out? I never heard of it, but it's actually a good song. I actually had that on repeat too. I keep saying replay. What the fuck? What is NFL? But yeah, so now I'm into all these songs right now. So right now, Drake is going through my headphones like crazy, and I think it's awesome. If you're doing cardio, cardio fucking sucks. I think music like that during cardio will put you in a better mood, make you get through it more. So, but yeah, had to say that. That wasn't even part of the topics I want to talk about. That's like a quick side note. Just wanted to bring that up. But what I really want to talk about is, so I saw this article. Like, I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in a very long time. Like, it's just like the news is fucking depressing. If I were to watch the news, I wait for the weather, and that's about it. I don't even do that anymore because your phone does all that shit. So like, the way I get my news like is on my phone. Like Apple News, you just put things you're interested in, like technology. I'm into electronics. So when all those new articles come up, I get the notification on my phone. Sometimes sports, but honestly, sports is just more like so I could look at to see what's going on, to like probably talk to some of the fellas because everybody out here is into like college football, and I only like fighting sports, so probably just to hang in conversation, I'll read some shit, but I don't really care for it. But yeah, and then like what's going on around the world, right? So with technology and news, there was this one where it was like this robot was playing chess with this kid, and this was 3 days ago. Probably when this comes out, it's gonna be like 5 or a week ago. But this kid was playing chess with a robot, and then the robot ended up breaking the kid's finger. I don't know why. If you look at the video, I don't know why, but was he not supposed to move at that time? Did the robot know he was about to lose and fucking broke the kid's finger? Who knows, right? But then like, I follow a lot of this robot shit because I'm very interested in it. And there's like this one like Amazon was making this robot, right, to like deliver packages, which I thought that sounds crazy, right? But then it goes deeper, right? So like they were testing it out, and then like they have people assaulting it because they wanted the robot so nobody can hurt it. But if you think about that, if you really think about that, I'm using my button. Oops. That's an oops grenade. Gink, 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 gink. Oops. If you think about it, you want to make a robot that can't be hurt? That sounds like a fucking movie. That's iRobot. That's Terminator. That's all these movies where the robots take over and they fuck us over. That's all those movies. That's what's gonna happen. Like when I read that, I was reading the article, and I was like, I have to read that again. I went like this with my eyes. I'm just rubbing my eyes, and I'm like, hold up, let me just see what I read. Because sometimes, I read shit and I make up my own things, and it's not really what the article said. And hopefully, I'm not doing this with this, but yeah, it was like we have to make it so if somebody tries to damage the robot or rob the robot while it's delivering a package, they can't. But to me, that just makes it sound like you're making a robot no one can hurt. God forbid that thing just decides to be like, hey, this motherfucker's hitting me with a pipe. I'm gonna stab him in the eye with my my fucking robo finger. You know what I'm saying? And then he's dead. And I'm just like, ugh. I could just see all these movies coming. All these movies that I saw when I was a kid, like Terminator, I'm like, that shit will never happen, or I Robots, I'm like, that shit will never happen. I'm like, it might, if that's what y'all doing right now. So I just found that crazy because, like like I said, I follow tech a lot, so I'm like, they had this robot who was a fucking chef, just making shit. Like he'll fucking cook, serve, and clean up faster than anybody else. And like the shit came out legit, and I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Fucking, we living in the fucking Terminator times and shit. Fucking robots just taking over and shit. I'll probably be long gone before then, but hopefully, that tech doesn't catch up with my timing. Good luck to my kids and their kids, though. Shit. But yeah, I'm just seeing shit like that. And then I'm like, I'm comparing it to like everything we use now, right? Because a lot of this shit in this room is like, I bought this. You guys can't see it, but in front of me, there's a 40-inch, what is this, 48? A 48-inch TV. There's the lightings on each side. All this shit is voice activated. But when I first set it up, they were like, "Do you want to voice activate it?" And I put no, because that's kind of funky to me too. Like I don't want to come in this motherfucker and just be like, "Lights on," the fucking thing, because to me it's just like, let me just fucking turn on the lights. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like one less thing people want to do. Like, I don't understand people, like, even with the TV, it was like, you could voice activate everything. But then, sometimes when you voice activate shit, it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much times have you, like, go to voice activate, like, there's, like, let me see, like Alexa. I'm scared to say Siri because my phone's going to turn. So, Alexa, Siri. So you say that, you can be like, "Hey, Alexa, play Drake." And then, like, she doesn't understand you and shit. It's like, how much times that. So I was like, I'm not going to be here arguing with the fucking thing. I might as well just. And then with the TV, it's like, what you can set up is turning on the TV. You can say TV on, turns on. You can say TV, go to, HBO Max, it goes to HBO Max. TV, channel 5. But, like, I was thinking about that because I just saw a family member recently, before I even, like, came up with this topic. Recently, they were just at the thing. They're on the controller. They hit the button for Alexa, and they're like, "Alexa, channel 5." And then Alexa was like, "Turning to 11 Alive" or some shit like that. And then they were like, "No, Alexa, channel 5." And then we're like, "ABC Live, Alexa, channel 5." And then in my head, I'm like, why don't you just fucking hit 5 on the remote? Just boom, that's it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and they're just like arguing back and forth, like, until they get it right. And I'm just like, all that fucking time, you could have just pressed the number 5. You would have been on channel 5 7 minutes ago. But yet you just want to sit here and Alexa, I said channel 5. It's like, how fucking lazy can you be with these fucking things? Like, I don't even know where I got into this topic, but it's just like, this is what happens. I don't even know what the fucking main point of it, but I'm just thinking about it. Like, all this voice activated shit, it's driving me crazy. I don't do it because, I just don't want to do that. I'm like, I feel like they want people to be fucking lazy as shit. Like, "Alexa, feed me cheese, please." Like, like, just be some fucking lazy asshole. Like, honestly, just go over there, turn on the fucking light, turn on your TV. You got a button. Hit the fucking button. It's just like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, everything I buy, a lot of this shit in the room, not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm like, well, it makes your life easier. I'm like, okay. It's also easy just to hit a button. You know what I'm saying, guys? So that's me. I don't know. The only thing I could find that I might like, sometimes when you get into bed, if you forget to turn on the lights, or let's just say you just pass out, right? I mean, you pass out and then you wake up and you're like, oh, fuck, the light's on. And you just want to stay in bed. I was like, maybe that's cool. Like, you'd be like, all right, lights off. And then you go right back to sleep instead of getting up, turning off the lights and shit like that. But, even that, like, what happens when the fucking, like, when you don't say shit, like, Or, somebody else says it in another room and it fucks with you and shit. Like, imagine, like, you're with a roommate, he just want to fuck with you and you got everything voice activated and he's just, like, you're trying to sleep and he's like, TV on, TV off, TV on, TV off. You think the fucking room is haunted and shit. I would do that. If I had a fucking roommate, I was living with my homies, I would do the same thing. I'm like, lights on, light off, lights on, lights off. So he could be terrified the whole day. But yeah, man, it's all getting crazy. It's all getting crazy. I'm just like, what else? God, like what else you giving me? Like, it's like, Alexa, can you feed me grapes? Like what else do you want the fucking thing to do for you? And sometimes it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. I feel like I gotta talk to like actual people about this, and stop talking to the camera about this. That's just me. Some people like all this voice activated shit. I'm just like I could do without it. I'm pretty fine without it. I don't use anything voice activated, so it is what it is. You just don't want to be a fucking lazy bastard just sitting there just screaming at Alexa to do things for you. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. That's not me. But what else? Oh, speaking about laziness. So, all right, this topic directed at somebody, but let me start with the beginning. Okay, so there's this term, right? I was gonna say being lazy is like sitting crisscross applesauce in your chair, saying Siri this, Siri that. But then I was like, let me talk about crisscross applesauce. If you guys don't know what crisscross applesauce is, that's like if you were born in the 80s like me, that's what we used to call sitting Indian style. When you sit, your legs are like this. I can't do it right now. You probably can't see it because the camera angle. But anyway, so, and now it's like it was politically incorrect now. So the correct term was crisscross applesauce. And I had to look that up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did they get that from? Like, why is that the correct thing to say, right? And look at this shit that to me, it says, the crisscross applesauce are the first two lines of an old nursery rhyme. Hear this nursery rhyme. Never heard it before. I read it before I came on here because I was going to talk about crisscross applesauce, and I thought it was terrifying. You tell me. So now I don't know how this goes. I'm going to read it the way I think it's, read. So it says, crisscross applesauce, spiders crawling up your back. Spiders here, spiders there, spiders even in your hair. Cool breeze, tight squeeze, now you got the shiveries. Who the fuck is telling kids that? Nursery rhyme. Like, who the fuck is telling their kids that at school, at home? This nursery rhyme. What do you expect to do? Like, you say that terrifying shit. Spiders here, spiders in the air. And now you got the shiveries. Okay, now go to bed. Like, can you imagine telling the kids some crazy shit like that? And like, all right, sweet dreams, sweet dreams. I was like, I never heard of this. I'm like, I would never tell any child this fucking nursery rhyme just to give them nightmares and shit. You're basically telling them there's going to be spiders all over them. You're going to be shivering. Have a nice nap. You know what I'm saying? How fucked up is that? But anyway, and I still have no idea what that has to do with fucking, sitting. I can't say Indian style, but, sitting with your legs crossed. I still don't understand that. But anyways. So crisscross applesauce. Why am I bringing this up? Besides that crazy ass nursery rhyme, right? So this guy at my job, right? And you know what I do. You know what I do? I go after people on here at my job who are probably going to see this. So, I might get fired because he is El Jefe. El Jefe, the boss. But it is what it is. I say what I say. I've made fun of people in front of people, and then I let people know, hey, I made fun of you on YouTube. It is. I've been doing that since episode 1, and it is what it is. But anyway, so El Jefe, right? Older than me, bigger than me. For some weird reason, this man likes to sit in his office chair, crisscross applesauce. like that. And to me, it's like two things. One, why? And two, oops, right? Because you're too old to be doing that shit. Also, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I just don't understand. Like, the first time he did it, I'm like, maybe he didn't notice he did that. But then there's been plenty other times. But he'll just fucking, you know, wrap his legs. And let me tell you something, boy. I got some thick thighs. We all know I'm a thickie, right? So he's bigger than me. So I'm just like, how the fuck do you even do that anyway? So he sits crisscross applesauce in his desk chair, and then he tries to have a serious conversation with you. I'm like, I'm sorry, I cannot have a serious conversation with a man who's sitting like that. It's like, the only thing in my mind is like, hey, dude, stop fucking sitting like that. I can't think of anything else. Whatever you tell me, hey, the building's on fire right behind you. I'm gonna be like, why are you sitting like that? You're fucking 40. Stop. You know what I'm saying? This ain't fucking kindergarten. Why the fuck you? See, and I'm. This is for men. You know, I'm. This is directed at men because it's kind of different with a woman, right? Because I see, women sit like that in their chairs. They'll take off their fucking shoes and they'll sit like that. It's cuter when a woman does. It's cute when a woman does it, and then to me, it's acceptable when a woman does it. When a man does it, and he's 40 and he's hefty. I went to say hefty and I said heffy. Anyway, when he's plump, let's just say plump, shouldn't be doing that. And you shouldn't be doing that at all, whatever the fucking size you are, right? Because can you imagine, like, I think, let's say he was single. Thank God, I think this guy, he's married, he has kids, so, whatever. He could fucking, if he wants to sit like that, cool for him. But don't. Huh? Don't. But imagine you're single, right? And you're sitting in the office fucking crisscross applesauce. You ever think there's a girl's gonna be like, man, I really like, let me not say his real name. I really like Francis. I love saying that name, Francis. I use it a lot after Deadpool. You ever think a girl's gonna be like, hey man, I love the way Francis look, but you see the way he sits in that chair, it's sexy as fuck. No women will ever say that. None. No. I think that will cause vaginal dryness if they fucking see a man sitting like that. It doesn't matter who it is. You could be fucking what's his name, Idris Elba, looking all delicious. If he sits crisscross applesauce, granted, will girls still sleep with him? Yeah, but I bet you she'll be like this to her girlfriend. She'll be like, you know what? I love him. He's beautiful. He has money. He has everything. But there's this one thing. When he sits down in his chair, he's always crisscross applesauce. It's always gonna bother somebody. I guarantee you. There's no girl that's ever gonna look past that. I guarantee you. There's that. Remember I was talking about that popular guy who's just on fucking TikTok chopping wood. If they see him sitting crisscross applesauce, I guarantee you they'll be like, I like him, but there's something about that that's weird, and it is. And it is. So I'm just saying this to help my man out. Like, hey man, stop doing that shit. And I try to give people signs without telling them. Like, one day he did it, and he was talking to me, and I was staring right at his legs. I'm like, And then I would look at him, and I'll look at his legs, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, do you get what I'm doing right now? I'm trying to tell you. It's like if somebody, like, looks automatically down, like, at your crotch area, you think your fly's open or something. So you look down, you're like, oh, shit, what the hell happened? Why are you looking at him? He didn't do that. But I don't know. I try to make it obvious, like, hey, man, look fucking down. You see how your legs are? Don't do that shit. It's weird. You know what it makes me think of? That you do crazy shit at home, That you like chopping up people and fucking stuffing them and then putting them in the basement downstairs and hanging like every species of race and shit, like you're the fucking predator or some shit. It is the creepiest shit ever. So, to my dude, please stop doing that. And then by the time, see, this is Sunday, I record on my Sundays, but by the time this comes out on Wednesday, I might be fired. But, at least I helped you. You know, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be a better person after this. Trust me on that. I helped you out. Shouldn't be sitting like that. Ridiculous. But anyway, what else I got? We in 24 minutes. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. What can I just nick in here? Let me see, guys. Oh, Facebook memories. Did I talk about this on the last one? I don't know. But I recently had a Facebook memory of me skydiving. And, it brought me back to like that whole time. Like, I remember before skydiving, I was all for it, man. I was so hyped up. It's something I wanted to do on my bucket list. And I was just like, yes, can't wait. And I'm going. I'm going to do it. And I was over, no fear, right? No fear at all going skydiving. Da, 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 da. I get to the place, my friends were supposed to be there. They fucking arrived late. So it was a group of four, and it only turned out to be me by myself because they were late. The whole plan was we all jumped together, but yeah, they were late. So I'm there and I'm signing the paperwork, and then it's just weird. Like there's literally a fucking form. If you haven't been skydiving, it's like, hey, if you die, you just die, man. We're just gonna tell your family that you died and you can't do anything, and your family can't do anything, and just yeah, that's it. Please sign here and date. I was like, how fucking disturbing is it? Like, that Facebook memory brought me back to that time signing that paper. I was like, I don't want to sign this shit. But if you don't sign it, you can't do it. So I was just like fear started creeping in. I was like, I was fine until I had to sign this fucking paper. And like, from then on, it was like, it was on and off. So like, you sign your life away, basically. You give it to them. You go in this room. You see this training video, what you're supposed to do, and the signals you're supposed to give. You're supposed to wave your hand when you're ready to pull your chute and all this shit. When you jump out of a plane, your legs are supposed to be in between the guy who's strapped to you legs, because can't be flaring or whatever. So you watch that training video, and then you go outside. You get suited up, and guy came. He interviewed me, and this is where the video starts on Facebook. So if you guys want to see that, it's on my Facebook. And he's interviewing me, and he's just trying to, one, get me out of my head, because, after that, it's like go time. So he's like, so what do you have to do at this? Like, if you forget, they remind you all throughout the whole fucking thing. But also, if you're in the air and you forget, like I forgot a lot of things, because when you're fucking dropping and all this wind is in your face and you're just like, you forget everything. So no matter what, they still take care of you, because nobody's trying to fucking die. But anyway, you go over the training, and then he quizzes you a little bit, and like if you don't know the answer, he tells you. Like I didn't know the answer, so and then he does this interview. Then you get on this plane. This plane was, my fear was gone again. Like after I signed my life away, a little bit through the training video, I was like, all right, my fear was gone. So after he interviewed me, I got on the plane. We go up. I started looking around at the fucking plane, and I'm like, a little fear creeped in again. I'm like, why does this fucking plane have duct tape on it? Like, I look to my right, and I'm trying to see if I see it in the video, but I look to my right, and there was like duct tape on the plane. I'm like, hold up. There's duct tape on this plane. So it's like, is this a broken plane? You know what I'm saying? So you start getting all that in your head, but you're like, at least I have a fucking, chute just in case this fucking plane goes, something goes awry. So, you're in the plane, and my fear, like I saw that, and then I'm just like, I'll be all right. I got parachuting. I got this fucking expert behind me. So they interview you again, and you should watch the video if you haven't seen it on my Facebook. And I tell them all the things I have to tell them. They always say, anything you want to tell your friends, and I'm like, too bad I'm cooler than you, whatever, some shit like that. So then it's go time. All these people jump out. You're always last. Like the people who are, I guess, new, they're last. So all the experts jumped out first, and then it was my time. And this is how they get you. They're never going to go on a 3 count. They're going to tell you a 3 count, and they'll just jump whenever the hell they're going. So they'll be like, 1, 2, and when it's getting to 2, they'll just jump out the fucking plane. So, because normally what they said happens if you say 3, people just freeze up and they don't fucking go, and then it's trouble. So they'll just be like 1, and they'll just throw you the fuck out of the plane. That's what happened to me. Like, I was waiting for the 3 to, just jump. So if you see me in the video, like, my legs are just like fucking kicking like this. But yeah, like, anyway, so I jump out the plane. All this fucking wind is going through your nostrils and your cheeks. My fucking skin is flapping like, blah, 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 and then all that is adrenaline. That was the fun. And then when you're shooting down, it's only fun when you get closer to the ground, because when you're up there in the air, you're just like, all right, my chute open, but I'm still really fucking high in the air, and I still have to get down, right? So it's just creeping along, and then like finally the landing, which is rough. Like, to me, make sure you have someone who's taller than you, right? Either that, or you make sure you could bring your, like, if I like give you any advice, bring your knees to your chest, because they're supposed to land on their feet and then you put your feet down. That didn't happen because I was bigger than the guy. So, like, my feet landed with his feet, and that shit was kind of rough. Even though, like, you're, like, low to the ground, it's still, like, an impact. So I was like, damn. Like, so I remember that. And now, like, I'm thinking about it, like, at the end of the video I said, yeah, I'll do it again. But honestly, I'm telling you guys, I would never do that shit again. Do not invite me to skydive or anything. I would never do that again. Now thinking about it, I'm like, never again. I got it done once, never fucking again. Like, and like I say all this shit on that post, like, yeah, I can't wait. If you're ever gonna do it, let me know. And no, don't ever fucking invite me. I'm never doing it. I'm never doing that shit again, ever. So I'm glad I got it out the bucket list. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that because the memory came up. And I'll probably do that. I'll probably bring up more memories that I have, because there's some shit that I'm just like, I'll never do that again. But yeah. Anyway, I think I went over. Yep. I went over 31 minutes. God damn it. So this 1 minute, you guys ain't going to listen to me. But yeah, let me see what else. Like, next one I do want to talk about, and I think I mentioned this a lot before, and I haven't talked about it. This people spitting in each other's mouths like it's the new thing, and I don't like it, and yuck. And I actually have some videos saved on it. So I definitely want to show you guys those videos if you're watching. But if not, I'll just describe them as best as I can. But they're fucking really gross. But anyways, as always, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I will see you on the next one. Later.
Oh, don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.